reduce weight faster. In this video, I will explain the details about why we gain weight from the point of view Ayurveda and modern medicine, and share 16 steps which I do to lose weight. Hare Krishna, dear Vedic girls. I am Maral. Welcome to Vedic Girl channel. When I was 16, I lost 10 kilograms within 3 months. In the process, I did many mistakes and later learned the right way of being not only fit but also healthy. Healthy in body and mind. If you are slim but if your mind is mad for food because of diets, then your fast weight loss may end up with fast weight gain. So let's act wisely. After childhood, at around 13-14, girls start gaining weight if their eating habits were not good in childhood, with too many sweets, heavy cakes and so on. After that, at around 20, it is easier to lose weight. And again, after the age of 25, no matter you eat healthy or not, most girls may be inclined towards gaining weight. Some foods which you were eating when you were a kid won't suit you anymore, or at least in that amount as you used to eat before. Men need to be careful after the age of 30, but women after the age of 25. Also, we must note that women's body needs more fat than a man's body, because fat helps a woman in her pregnancy time. It is required for her to keep hormonal balance. That is why women's body loses fat slower than men's, at least in the beginning. If girls try to follow severe diets, they may end up being infertile. That is why it is important to know how to eat healthy and remain slim or lose weight in a healthy way. So how to lose weight faster? My suggestion is don't go for fast solutions, but for wise. By doing some fast weight loss diets, you may end up gaining more. Our body is intelligent. It doesn't want to die out of hunger. When you diet, later it will start storing more energy and won't spend whatever you have. That is why to act intelligently so that your body and mind won't be scared. In this video, I will explain to you the concept of weight loss as per Ayurveda, as per modern medicine, and as per my own experience. Also, there will be several links to exercises you will need to do daily. According to Ayurveda, we gain weight because of imbalanced kapha dosha. Long things short, you need to follow a kapha diet and balance it out. Once pitta and vata are increased and kapha is reduced, then there is a chance you will lose weight. People with kapha imbalance should avoid eating heavy grains like wheat, non-basmati rice, oats in big amounts, but replace those with buckwheat, quinoa, amaranth and some millets. And for sure, avoid eating sugar, especially for the dinner, and replace it with fruits, dry fruits and honey. According to modern medicine, we gain weight because our pancreas don't function well. Due to eating huge amounts of sugar items including genetically modified rice in childhood, we overburden our pancreas, which produces hormone called insulin. Because of that hormone's malfunction, we start gaining extra weight. To reduce weight, you need to cure pancreas, and it can be cured only by a healthy lifestyle and diabetic-friendly foods, which are low in glycemic index. You may Google the list of foods with high and low glycemic index. Now, taking all things together, I follow the next steps to reduce weight and to remain fit. I know it is not easy, and for some of you it may not be so necessary to follow everything exactly as I do, because our bodies are different. If some of you used to consume rice from childhood, then you may have a very good digestive power to digest rice, whereas for me it is not so easy. So here are the things I do. Eat non-grainy foods for breakfast. It may be fruits, nuts and dry fruits, but no more grains. No more oats or upmas and so on. In the morning, we think we are hungry. In the reality, our intestines start working and that makes us feel like our stomach is empty. Actually, we don't have much digestive fire before 9 a.m. in the morning. The digestive fire comes along with the rising sun. That is why if you eat grains in the morning, they will drag your digestion and will make you feel sleepy at around 10 a.m. And you won't feel hungry at lunchtime, which is at 11 or 12. As a result, you will eat your heavy lunch very late at 3 or 4 and again will get hungry at very late night, 8 or 9 p.m., which is not healthy. If you want to lose weight, the heaviest meal should be your lunch and lunch should be taken before 1 p.m. If you want to achieve a great result, stop eating any grains after 1 p.m. No grain for dinner, but lots of vegetable dishes and Ekadashi foods, or again fruits. Because there is no sun in the evening, your grainy food won't be digested. It will get stored in your body, plus next morning you won't feel hungry. As a result, you will skip your breakfast. As a result, you will eat breakfast late, which will make heavy lunch also late. So be smart and eat very light dinner. Ideally, no grains at all for dinner. And eating grains for dinner most times may cause stones in the kidney. That is why try to avoid them. Very nice lunch with many varieties of dishes, salads, lentils, soups, vegetable dishes, rice, rotis and so on. If your lunch is not tasty and healthy, then you will have the desire to eat nicely for the dinner. That is why eat a very nice lunch before 1 p.m. Eat grains for lunch. Eat salads and little cake for lunch if you are dying out of cake. Not for breakfast or dinner. Because sun is in its peak, it will give us lots of digestive fire. That way all we eat at that time will be digested properly. Avoid eating ready-made cookies, candies, preferably avoid also potatoes and corn. It is easy to say but difficult to follow. Try to make healthy candies or cookies at your home with coconut sugar and healthy grains. All those store-bought bakery will addict us to them because they are not cooked with love. They won't satisfy our minds, though they may taste great because of taste enhancers. Here is the list of foods which I usually avoid eating: potatoes, wheat, rice, ragi, jawar, sugar, jaggery, corn, suji, cakes with sugar, candies, all Indian sweets except dry fruit, sugarless laddu. And here are the foods which I replace with lighter foods. Rice I replace with quinoa and buckwheat and amaranth or rajgira. Potato I replace with taro roots, sugars I replace with dry fruits and sometimes with coconut sugar or stevia. Wheat I replace with amaranth flour or almond flour. But sometimes, probably once in 6 months, I eat sweets and cakes. Especially when we visit Mayapur where there are so many prasadam cakes. After that, again I come back to my regular eating habits. You may not need to leave eating wheat and rice, because from childhood I was not so attached to these grains. My body doesn't suffer much without them. But in India, wheat and rice are almost everything. That is why eat them for lunch. And avoid maida, preferring atta. And avoid short grain rice and prefer basmati. Give preference to foods with lesser glycemic index and avoid foods with high glycemic index. High glycemic index foods will increase the sugar levels in the blood. If your pancreas doesn't work properly, then it will produce too much of insulin. As a result, whatever fat you eat will turn into body fat. That is why eat foods with lower glycemic index. Most times, like those diabetic people. Exercise, cardio, yoga, and muscle training. You will need to do 3 types of exercises. Do high-intensity cardio. If you want to lose weight, very faster. But doing only high-intensity cardio will not only help you to lose weight, but also you might lose your muscles, which you don't want to happen. That is why twice a week it is better to do high-intensity cardio, 2 days yoga and 2 days muscle training. When you do muscle training, it will eat up your body fat even after a few days of doing it. because growing muscles will require energy. And if you have more muscles, then it will be easier to get rid of fat. Don't worry about 30-40 minutes of muscle training daily. You won't look like a man. Those women who look like a man train their muscles for 5 to 8 hours a day. The list of links to muscle training exercise will be non-devotional. I mean, that girl who teaches me those exercises is not a devotee. She may eat meat and wear some different outfits, but you can take whatever sport she is teaching because she is expert in that, whereas I am not an expert in muscle training. Same is with yoga. I will give you the list of yoga classes which you will have to do 2 days a week. Again, that yoga teacher from whom I learned is not a devotee, but she learned the Ashtanga yoga process from authoritative sources. That is why I learned yoga from her. Yoga will help you control your senses and mind. That is why I recommend you to do yoga one day and other day muscle training and the other day is high intensity cardio. Sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up before sunrise. If you don't sleep before 10 p.m., you will want to eat. And if you don't give rest to your mind at that time, you won't have strong willpower. That is why sleeping early is a must. Same is waking up early. Wake up early, chant holy names, and eat your breakfast on time. Eat tasty, home-cooked dishes. If you eat junk and untasty food, you won't be satisfied. That is why make sure you cook according to a recipe and eat very tasty dishes. Here is the sample of my daily menu. First day, breakfast, fruit salad with nuts. Dinner will be 3 huge apples. Lunch will be quinoa, sambar, salad, beans, sabji. Second day will be green smoothie. Lunch will be rasam, parupul, quinoa, taro root fry, and salad. Dinner will be 3 huge apples. Third day, breakfast will be fruit salad with nuts. Lunch will be moong dal, sambar, quinoa, yam, raw banana, sabji, and salad. Dinner is 3 huge apples. Fourth day, breakfast will be green smoothie. Dinner will be 3 huge apples. Lunch will be tomato quinoa and raita and chutney and salad. Day 5, breakfast will be fruit salad with nuts. Dinner will be huge apples. Lunch will be some chana gravy and quinoa, bhindi fry and salad. Sixth day, green smoothie for the breakfast. Lunch will be curd, rice, but you can exchange with quinoa, taro root and salad. Dinner will be apples. Seventh day, fruit salad with nuts. Lunch will be lemon quinoa, green moong dal sambar and salad. Dinner will be 3 huge apples. Never skip your meal. Skipping your meal again will make your mind hungry and mad. Always keep some foods like dry fruits with you. When it is time to eat. Don't make yourself hungry. In order to build muscles and to the exercise, you need energy. That is why you shouldn't skip meals. Never drink water with food or right after eating. If you feel thirsty right after eating grainy foods, that means you are not drinking enough water throughout the day. That is why drink water before meals. Never drink water during or after the food. Wait up to an hour, then drink some warm water. If you drink water after eating, you will turn off the digestive fire. As a result, help your body to gain weight. I drink 1 full cup of hot water half an hour before every meal. Don't make a habit of snacking. Imagine you are cooking khichdi. What will happen if you put mung beans after every 10 minutes into the pot where the khichdi is being cooked? Your mung beans won't get cooked. Same way, if you eat between meals, you hinder the digestive process. As a result, your stomach will always have some or other food. Its digestive ability will go down. You will have toxins in the body. That is why give some 3-4 hours of a gap in between the meals. Wait until your right nostril is breathing better than the left. If you have the sense of hunger, but if right nostril is blocked, actually that is not the real hunger. That is why that time drink a cup of hot water and wait till your right nostril opens up. Eat with your hands. Sit facing towards east and listening to spiritual lectures. Eat with attention. If you eat not paying attention, you won't know how much you are eating. Feel the food, taste the food, chew food, look at the food. Let all your senses get satisfied with the food. That way you won't have the desire to eat a lot and stop eating on first feeling of discomfort. If you continue eating after that, your stomach may expand in size. The stomach is elastic and can accommodate tons of food. If you have some food left on your plate, then save it for the next day. Or give it to animals. If you think you are wasting a prasadam, then if you eat a lot, that same prasadam will get wasted on your body. That is why save it for the next meal or give it to animals. Try not to eat late at night. That is why sleep at 10 or earlier, because pitta starts moving at 10 p.m., which means we will start feeling hungry. If you feel hungry, then drink hot milk with no sugar and sleep. If you feel like eating and binging, then buy lots of fruits you love and binge with those fruits. But never with heavy cakes and junk fried items. Even if you couldn't control yourself and binged eating cakes and fried potatoes, don't give up. Forgive yourself and continue doing right things again. Sometimes perform Panchakarma. Basically, Panchakarma will purify your mind and body. Fast Nirjal on Ekadashis if you can. If you cannot, then don't do it. If before Ekadashi you overeat with the fear that tomorrow is Ekadashi, then Nirjal fasting is not for you. Usually Nirjal fasting starts one day ahead of Ekadashi. A person eats once and then on Ekadashi he fasts Nirjal and on Dvadashi eats once. But if you, on the contrary, eat a lot right before Ekadashi because of fear that tomorrow you need to fast, then don't fast Nirjal. Eat Ekadashi food, otherwise again you will make yourself sick. There were days when I could fast Nirjal when I used to stay at the temple and do intense deity worship. But other times I used to fast and always have fear of hunger. As a result, I used to eat a lot before Ekadashis and feel too much sleepy on Ekadashi. The main goal of Ekadashi is to engage ourselves with the loving service to Krishna. If you feel fresh by eating Ekadashi food, then do that and serve Krishna. So these are the things you will need to do to lose weight and to remain slim. In the beginning, these things will be difficult to follow. If you want, you can come in groups of girls and inspire each other to live a healthy life. If you don't have friends around, then try to follow things yourself and become healthy and happy. If you have any questions, please feel free to write a comment. Thank you.